Good morning, children. Today we are going to start with the next chapter, chapter 11, circle. You can see I have drawn some circles on the board. So we are going to start with this chapter, circle. Now, what is circle? If I ask someone what is circle, all of you will tell me this is circle, isn't it? I have drawn also, so you can tell me this is circle. But how do you define circle? Not showing like this. How do you put it in words? What you show like this? What is circle? Circle is a set of points. You can see this what we have drawn. If you look at it, this is a set of points. Okay. So circle is a set of points which are at equal distance from a fixed point. I repeat. Circle is a set of points. This is called a set of points because there are a group of points over here. It's a set of points which are at equal distance from a fixed point. So you have a fixed point here which we call it as center. The fixed point we call it as center. So from this center, all these points are at equal distance. Now what do you call for that distance? This equal distance, this is what we call it as radius. Okay, plural of radius is radian. If you measure the radius from here to here or from here to here, okay, from wherever you want to measure the radius, you will see that the value of the radius is same. It will be equal. That is what we say. Circle is a group of points or a set of points which are at equal distance from a fixed point. And that fixed point is what we call it as the center. And this equal distance is the radius. Okay. Now, if I draw or if I join any two points on the circle by a segment. Okay, any two points. I had A and B. These were 2 points. I joined them. So what do I get over here? I got a chord. Okay, this is called as a chord. What is a chord? Chord is a segment. It is a segment joining any 2 points on the circle. I repeat, what is a chord? Chord is a segment joining any 2 points on the circle. So can this be a chord? Yes. This also is a chord. It is a segment joining any 2 points on the circle. Okay. Now, what do we call for this chord? The chord passing through the center. That is the largest or the biggest chord, and we call it as diameter. Okay. The largest chord is called as the diameter, that is passing through the center. And if you look at it, from here to here is one radius, from here to here is another radius. Okay. So 2 times radius gives us a diameter. That is diameter is equal to 2 times radius. Please remember this. Okay. So I just repeat. What is a circle? Circle is a set of points which are at equal distance from a fixed point. And that fixed point we call it as center. And the equal distance we call it as radius. The segment joining any 2 points on the circle is called as a chord. The chord passing through the center of a circle is the largest chord and is called as diameter. Diameter is 2 times the radius. Okay. So, radius is equal to diameter upon 2. From here, suppose you are given the value of a radius. You are told that radius is 5 centimeter. How do you find the diameter? Radius is 5 centimeter. So substitute for radius. So you will get the diameter. Suppose you are given diameter is 8 centimeter. How do you get the radius? Diameter is 8 centimeter. Divide by 2, you will get the radius. All this you have learnt in the previous classes. This was just a revision. Now, I have drawn different circles on the board. Okay. Now, this boundary length, okay, boundary length is called the circumference of a circle. I repeat, the boundary length of a circle. Boundary means what? Only this outside length, only this outside measure, okay, not the interior part. Only this boundary length is called, the boundary length is called the circumference of a circle. Now, as you can see, okay, you can make out that the diameter of all four circles are different. If you look at the circumference also, it will be different. You can see this is a big circle, so the boundary length will be more. And if you look at the diameter, diameter also is big. Look at this, second big. So you can see that boundary will be smaller than this and the diameter also smaller than this. Same with the other two circles also. How do you measure this boundary length? How do you measure? Can you use a ruler? You cannot use a ruler. If it was a triangle or a square, you can measure with the ruler and you can add up and you can say that is the boundary. But here what can you do? I want all of you to draw in your notebook 4 circles like this. Okay? And draw the diameters of it also. Now, take a piece of thread, keep at one point and then you measure it with the thread. Okay? Keep it fixed properly. Measure it with the thread and then keep it on a ruler and check and see how long it is. Okay? I want you to do it for all 4 circles. And then find out the diameter. Diameter you can also measure with the ruler. Find out the diameter of all 4 circles. So what you have to do? Draw 4 circles of different sizes. Take thread, measure the boundary length. Write it down below the circle. Measure the diameter, write that also. Okay. Now, the ratio of, now you know what is ratio? Comparing two quantities, one upon the other in the form of P by Q. So, the ratio of circumference denoted by C to the diameter. Ratio means comparing these two quantities. Which two quantities? First you are measuring the circumference and then the diameter. So the ratio of circumference to the diameter, you find out for all 4 circles. Okay, and you will come to know that the circumference upon diameter for all 4 circles are constant. That is, if you get for the first circle circumference upon diameter, the same value will be for all 4 circles. And this is denoted by, that the constant is denoted by a Greek letter called pi. It is denoted by a Greek letter pi and that is constant for every circle. And that value is given as 22 upon 7 or is same as 3.14. This is not a rational number. Please remember, the value of pi is not a rational number. It is an irrational number. It is not stopping at 3.14, it continues. But for solving purpose, we are taking it as 3.14. Okay. So, what is pi? Pi is the ratio of circumference to the diameter. I repeat, pi is the ratio of circumference to the diameter, which is constant for every circle, and the value of pi is 22 upon 7 or 3.14. Now, with this we have to solve some problems. When we are solving problems, suppose they have mentioned take the value of pi as 3.14, you take it as it is. If not, consider the value as 22 upon 7, which get cancelled, and it is easier to solve it. Okay. Now, can you see that pi is equal to circumference upon diameter? Now I said how to measure the circumference of this. What is circumference? That is the boundary length of a circle. Okay. How do we measure it? Now so far we were measuring it with a thread because we cannot use a ruler. So we are measuring with a thread and then checking it on a ruler. Now we have a formula for it. So if you know the diameter, you can directly get the value of a circumference. How? Here is the formula. Circumference equal to, bring this denominator, that means keep circumference on one side. What is here? Extra denominator, diameter is there. Bring it on the other side. So you have circumference equal to pi d. That is circumference is equal to pi into d. Pi value we know it by heart, and we have to know it by heart. Henceforth no one will tell you what is the value of pi. You have to know it by heart. 22 upon 7 or 3.14. It is constant. What is pi? It is the ratio of circumference to the diameter, which is constant for all the circles, irrespective of the size or the diameter length, irrespective of that. Okay. Now, what is the formula for circumference? Circumference is equal to pi into d. Okay. What it can be in terms of radius? We know that radius is diameter upon 2. That is, instead of diameter, we can substitute as 2 times the radius. So, you can write it as circumference is equal to 2 times pi r. That is, diameter is equal to 2 times radius. So, these are the formulas for circumference. Please write it in the points section, the last page, and learn it by heart. From here onwards, you should know it for all the higher classes. Value of pi, what is pi, ratio of circumference to diameter, value of pi, 3.14 or 22 upon 7. Formula for circumference. Circumference is equal to pi d or 2 pi r. Circumference is equal to pi d or 2 pi r. Pi d you will use if it is in terms of diameter. 2 pi r you will use if it is in terms of radius. Now we have to solve problems based on this to find circumference using these two formulas, or in case if you are given the radius, find diameter. If it is given diameter, find the radius. Okay. So let us look at the first practice set. You have practice set 42. The first question, you are given a table over there. Certain values are missing in that table. If you look at it, the first column what radius, second one diameter, then the third one circumference. How do we get what are the missing values over there? The first one you are given, radius is given 7 centimeter. How do you find diameter? You know the diameter is equal to 2 times radius, that is equal to 2 into 7. How much it is? 14 centimeter. Then you have to find for circumference. What is the formula for circumference? Whichever formula you want, you can use it. Suppose I am using pi d. Okay. What is the value of pi? 22 upon 7 into diameter 14. 7 in 14, 2 times. You will have 44 centimeter. Now I want you to solve it in this manner, not in the box that is given. You write what is given, then you write what you have to find out, write the formula, substitute and get it. Similarly, you can do the second one. Second one you are given 28 centimeter as the diameter. So you write first diameter is equal to 28 centimeter. How do you get the radius? Radius is equal to diameter upon 2. Substitute the values, get it. Circumference is equal to whichever formula you want to use, you can use and get the value. Third one, we are given the circumference. Circumference is equal to 616. You have to find the radius and the diameter. Suppose, okay, before I go for that, you know the formula for circumference. What is the formula for circumference? I am using the formula pi d. Okay, pi d is equal to 616 because I know that I have to get diameter and radius. So if I get diameter, then I have to divide by 2, I will get the radius. So I am using this formula. You can use 2 pi r is equal to 616, then you will get the radius from there, then you find the diameter. Either way you can do it. Okay. I am writing, instead of circumference, I am writing the formula pi d, that is equal to 616. Now pi is equal to 22 upon 7 into diameter equal to 616. I have to find the value of diameter. I keep only diameter equal to 616. Now, we know that when we take it, this is multiplication, take it on the other side, it will become division. That is, what is in the denominator comes in the numerator, what is in the numerator comes in the denominator. So, you have 616. This denominator comes over here, 7 upon become 22. We can cancel it in 2's. 11 times 2, 3, 8. Okay. Now, how will you cancel it? 11 ones are 11. In 30, it will be 2 times. You will have 22. How much is remaining over here? 8. 88, it will be 8 times 11. So you have diameter is equal to 28 into 7. Find out this value, 28 into 7, how much you are getting? Diameter. And once you get diameter, how will you find radius? Radius equal to diameter upon 2. So this is the radius, diameter. Divide by 2, you will be getting the radius. Please find the value of it. 28 into 7. Okay. Now, those who find it difficult to cancel, I prefer that you reduce it in this manner because you have to get used to it. In case if you don't know how to do it, then multiply 7 into 616 and divide by 22 in your working column. But I prefer you start reducing it so that you get used to it. Okay. Please find out this value, 28 into 7, and then for radius divide by 2. You have circumference is equal to 72.6 centimeter. Now I am using this formula. You can use any one of the formula. I am just showing you this formula now. Okay. So 2 pi r, the circumference is equal to 72.6. This 2 into, what is the value of pi? 22 upon 7 into r, that is radius, is equal to 72.6. I am keeping only radius over here, equal to 72.6. What is in the denominator? Whatever is in the denominator will come in the numerator. Only 7 is there. So 7 will come in the numerator upon. What was there in the numerators? 2 and 22. Now you reduce it. 2 ones are 2. In 72 it will be 36.3. Now 22, 11, 2 times 11. Okay. Now 11 in 36 you will have 3 times 3 carried. In 33 it will be 3 times. So 3.3. So what do you have over here? 3.3 into 7 upon 2. This is radius. Now you have to multiply this 3.3 into 7 and then divide by 2. Whatever you get, that will be your radius. For diameter, what is diameter? Diameter is equal to 2 times radius. 2 times radius. Okay. Now look here. If you take this 2 which is in the denominator to this numerator, you are getting it as 2 times radius is equal to 3.3 into 7. So what I am saying is, when you multiply this 3.3 into 7, that will be same as diameter. Because some of you first find out this, you get radius, and then again go and divide by 2. Actually you have already divided by 2 and you are getting the value. Okay. So if you look at it and you get the value of it. You don't have to do the working twice. Okay. Solve it and get the value. Multiply 3.3 into 7. That will be a diameter also. Then divide by 2 to get the radius. So all 4 questions, you first write what is given and solve it in the same manner, not in the table that is given. Please write at the end, please write the units. Radius, whatever you get, write the unit because it is given in centimeters. So please write the units for everything that is centimeter. Okay. Question number 2. If the circumference of a circle is 176 centimeter, find its radius. Circumference is 176 centimeter. Find its radius. Write the formula 2 pi r because you have to find radius equal to 176. What is pi? 22 upon 7 equal to 176. Keep only r over here. Denominator comes in the numerator. Numerator side the denominator. Whatever get cancelled, cancel and you will get the answer. Find the value of r. Okay. Please make sure that you write the concluding statement because this is a word problem. So write the concluding statement. Therefore, radius of the given circle is whatever you get centimeter. Unit also is important. Okay. Question number 3. The radius of a circular garden. You have a circular garden. Radius is 56 meter. Okay, not centimeter, meter. What would it cost to put up a 4 round fence around this garden at a rate of 40 rupees per meter? Now, to put a fence, how many round? 4 round. Now, 1 round is what we call it as a circumference. So, 4 round means 4 into circumference. Okay. So, once you find that, 4 into circumference, that is a 4 round fence. What is the cost per meter? 40 rupees. So whatever you get, so many meters, multiply by 40 rupees. Okay. So first you have to find out circumference. Circumference is equal to 2 pi r. 2 into 22 upon 7 into radius is 56. If you cancel 7 ones, 8. 2 8s are 16 into 22. Then you will be getting it as 16 into 22. You are getting 352 meter. 352 meter. That is the circumference. Now, how many rounds you have to put? 4 rounds. So 4 rounds is equal to 4 into 352. How much it is? 4 2s are 8, 4 5s are 20, 2 remaining, 4 3s are 12, 12 plus 2, 14, 1408 meter. Now, per meter what is the cost? Per meter you have 40 rupees and so many meters. Okay, so cost is equal to, cost is how many meters you got, that is 1408 multiplied by 40. How much ever value you get, multiply and get it. Okay, and then write the concluding statement. Therefore, the cost is so much rupees. Unit is important, so mention that rupees. Okay. Question number 4. The wheel of a bullock cart has a diameter of 1.4 meter. Suppose this is the wheel of a bullock cart. The diameter is 1.4 meter. Please take care of the unit. Okay. How many rotations will the wheel complete as the cart travels 1.1 kilometer? Suppose this is 1.1 kilometer. Till here it is 1.1 kilometer. Now the bullock cart has to rotate and reaches till here. So they are asking you, by the time it reaches so far, how many rotations will it take. Now, one rotation is equal to one circumference, because suppose it start moving from here, okay, then it turns the full round, means one circumference is over. So one rotation is equal to one circumference. So if you can calculate the number of circumference, that will be equal to the number of rotations. So how do we solve it? First we will find out what is the circumference. Okay. Then we convert this kilometer, because this is in kilometer and this is in meter. So we have to convert any one. So we convert this kilometer into meter. So much distance covered. One rotation, one circumference. So you divide that kilometer, the distance, by circumference, you will get the number of rotations. Okay. So first you have to find out circumference. Circumference equal to, we'll use the formula 2 pi d, because diameter is given. That is 2 into 22 upon 7 into diameter is 1.4. 7 ones, 1.4, it will be 0.2 times. Multiply this. How much will you get? Sorry, it is not 2 pi d, there is a mistake. Formula is pi d. Okay. Circumference is pi d. Pi is 22 upon 7 into diameter is 1.4. Okay, 7 ones, it is 0.2 times. Multiply this, you will get 4.4 meter. This is your circumference, 4.4 meter. Now what is the distance given to you? Distance is equal to 1.1 kilometer. Converting into meter, you have to multiply by 1000. Okay, that is 1.1 into 1000 meter. That is equal to 1 decimal shift over here, then add 2 zeros. 1100 meter. So this is the distance. Now you got both the units as meter. Okay. Now you write one rotation. One rotation is equal to one circumference. One rotation is equal to, please write it complete. One rotation is equal to one circumference. Therefore, number of rotations, please write over there. Therefore, number of rotations equal to distance upon circumference. Distance upon circumference. What is the distance over here? 1100 upon. What is the circumference that we have got? 4.4. How do you calculate it? First remove the decimal, multiply by 10. So you will have 11,000 upon 44. Please calculate, divide and see what you get. Please make sure that it is a complete number. Okay, it will be a complete number. So check and see how many rotations. So then you write the concluding statement. Therefore, the number of rotations is so and so. Okay. With this we have finished the practice set 42. Please remember what is a circle, chord, diameter, radius, what is pi, formula for circumference, and please solve all these questions. Okay.